today's front pages. So the Observer, that leads with the growing row between teachers' unions and the government as to when schools in England should fully reopen.
The Sunday Telegraph weighs in on the same debate. It quotes the Ofsted Chief Inspector Amanda Spielman, who says that children's time outside the classroom should be kept to a bare minimum. We must not furlough our children's futures, is the headline.
The Sunday Times claims there is a postcode lottery when it comes to getting the Covid vaccine. It says 13 million people in the UK live in an area which doesn't have a vaccination centre. The paper also has an interview with the climate activist Greta Thunberg. As she approaches her 18th birthday, she says she doesn't judge people who choose to fly abroad for holidays.
And the Sunday Mirror has caught up with the so-called jet ski Romeo, a man who travelled to the Isle of Man by jet ski to meet up with his new girlfriend. Travel to the island was banned at the time because of coronavirus, so it still is, I think. 28-year-old Dale McLaughlin spent 10 days in jail for breaching the rules.
A quick look inside the papers. Are we talking about Chris's knee?
Yeah, Chris's knee.
And we had Joe Wicks on yesterday.
Yes.
So, as we know, did you change your exercise regime during lockdown?
Cycled a bit, which was going well, till someone stole my bike. And ran a little bit as well, actually.
Interesting, interesting, because this is in the Sunday Times this morning. For many people, it says lockdown will have been the first time that they took exercise in school, and the consequences have been quite painful. They've been speaking with physiotherapists and medical experts who've reported a real rise in exercise-related injuries. And Roger, listen with caution. One trend is middle-aged men buying expensive bikes and setting off for long rides without having them set up properly or learning the correct posture for cycling, leading to slip discs. So maybe it's a good job it was nicked.
Maybe someone saved me from myself. This is a lad called William Banham. He's down in Dorset. He doesn't come from a farming family, but William, he looks the part for sure. And he's the envy of all his mates because he's got a bit of cash in the bank because he's rented a field from a neighbour, set up his own flock of sheep. He's selling them, when they come to the end of their lives. But he says he gives them a great life in the field, looks after them all on his own, and he's been working on farms since the age of 6. But as I say, not from farming stock. So William is one to watch for the future for sure.
How old is he? 13.
He's 13.
Wow.
Yeah.
Some people are just born with that entrepreneurial spirit, aren't they?
Though, doesn't it? I mean, he just looks the part.
He looks like someone who's already made lots of money by the age of 13.
Yeah, well done, William.
This is interesting. This is in the Sunday Times again. And H&M, which is a Swedish brand, of course, have introduced a machine in Stockholm whereby you can take your... you might have a favourite jumper that you've had for years.
Millions of holes in it, still wear it.
There's some that I just will not let go of. So you can take it into the store. Yep. They will then clean it down, shred it to take the fabric out, and then remove all the dirt, re-spin it, add more cotton, and it comes out as a new item. Good as new. It seems like a lot of faff, doesn't it? But obviously reduces waste, and something that you might want to... That was always... You've got a pile, haven't you, that's nearly charity shop.
Yeah, and £13 per garment, I noticed when I read that a little earlier. It's a really good story. But it's booked up. The one machine that they've got in Stockholm is booked up until Easter.
Wow.
So it's obviously caught on.
I guess, though, £13 to recycle it, some people would think you could get something new for that from a fast fashion store. Interesting. But perhaps that's the way it's going to go. And it would be Scandinavia, of course, that came up with an idea like that.